So, folks, we're back for ABBA. It's been a long time since we've seen a music video from ABBA. Well, Caleb most likely has seen all the music videos from ABBA. I have seen just the only ones that we have seen on YouTube because this is one of Caleb's favorite groups of all time.
Part of my ABCs,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen. What are my ABCs? ABBA, Blondie, Cher. ABCs of music.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep,
So
yep,
yes,
yep.
I've seen this video 1,000 billion quadrillion times. I think more than the amount of days that I've been alive on this earth. So yes.
Yes, this is ABBA's Money 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 music video, official music video.
Yes.
So
Now I'll say this. You have heard the song
okay.
because it has been remixed, sampled to death, not to death, because please,
Okay.
people keep adding ABBA to your shit. I don't care what walk of life you're from. I don't care. I've heard rap. I've heard rap remixes of the song or additions and samples of the song. It's also just because of pop culture and just um the theme of the song. It is used in a lot of movies and television shows. So I feel like it's one of those songs that you've heard in passing, but again, because you don't know ABBA, you've never watched the video, it'll be like a new experience for you.
Yeah.
And it's always a new experience for me. And this is a topic that we are always talking about. And I think it is important to um I wanted to watch it because things that we've talked about off camera. So
Mhm.
I'm excited to listen to this. I was singing it when we had
Mhm.
great now. So yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
I'm happy to get back to ABBA.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's time to manifest some money with Money 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 by ABBA. Oh man. Already with the piano notes. Okay. Okay. Speaking facts already.
That's too bad. In my dreams, I have a plan.
I gotta raise the volume. I gotta raise the volume.
Be a wealthy man. I wouldn't have to work at all. I'd fool around and have a ball.
Oh man.
Money, money, money.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
In the rich
I've heard,
man's world.
yeah, I heard this in passing.
Always Sunday. In the rich man's world. All the things I could do.
Okay.
If I had a little money, it's a rich man's world.
Yo, put your dollar bills up, y'all. Dollar bill,
It's
y'all.
a rich man's world. A man like that is hard to find, but I can't get him off my mind. Ain't he sad? And if he happens to be free, I bet he wouldn't fancy me. That's too bad. So I must
Oh, Frida, I love you. I love you, Frida. I love you.
to Las Vegas or Monaco and win a fortune in a game. My life will never be the same. Money, money, money.
Which we all need. Hey, dollar bill right there now. Okay.
Money, money, money. Always Sunday in the rich man's world. All the things I could do if I had a little money. It's a rich man's world. Money, money, money.
Facts. We need money.
In the rich man's world. Money, money, money. Always Sunday in the rich man's world. All the things I could do if I had a little money. It's a rich man's world. It's a rich man's world.
Oh man, this song was speaking nothing but facts.
Oop.
None but facts was being spoken in this song. Yeah,
Oh, it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. It's so dramatic. It's so
yeah,
good. You go first because obviously we already know how I feel. So
yeah.
you go
Like,
first.
look, this song is a 10 out of 10 because it's just speaking facts to what we all need out here in this world. Is money. Money makes the world go around. Legitimately. And I wonder how much money ABBA has made in their entire career, from all the streaming and concerts and everything. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of money, a lot of money. I'm pretty sure. Like
Right.
when we're talking about generational wealth, I'm pretty sure ABBA has
Mhm.
made. And there's a very big difference between being rich and wealthy. I think
Mhm.
ABBA is wealthy. I think
Mhm.
you know, we're talking about, you know, because it's one thing to be rich. I think we want to be wealthy, you know,
Mhm.
to ensure. I mean, it's cool to be rich, right? Don't know what it's like to be rich, but I'm pretty sure, you know, once we become rich, the next goal is to become wealthy, right? But the hurdle to become rich, you know, that's where we're all literally striving for.
Mhm.
So I can only think about like how when artists begin their careers, how
Mhm.
it's the start to be like the hunger to make money. Then the artists that are successful become rich, and now they are part of that world that they were striving to become, and it can make or break them, you know, depending on, you know, the hurdles that they have to now climb, because you go
Mhm.
from bills being your, you know, where like for instance you go from bills being the hill that you have to overcome to all the other facets in the world. Once bills are no longer a thing,
Mhm.
you know, once the commas in your bank are no longer really a problem, then you have other issues to start to tackle, and come from, which is kind of funny because I think about music artists in general, and a lot of
Mhm.
it is just always about the come up, right?
Mhm.
um but not much music is made from a person that, like, you like a person that say, let, what's the right term I'm looking for, someone who is, we hear a lot of the rags to riches, right? But we don't really hear music from people who are already rich,
Mhm.
talking about like some of the issues that they have to go, like they have to overcome, mainly
Mhm.
because where if music is supposed to be more relatable for a lot of people, how many people can really relate? I mean, not that there aren't people who are rich now and don't have issues, but
Mhm.
like, you know, really, you don't really hear music from that perspective,
Mhm.
where people do it. Now, it's funny 'cause I'm thinking about this now because of the song itself. Like, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's like, you know, like let's say like if ABBA came from a place where, and I don't know any of the history, but let's just say that they were uber rich to begin with, right?
Mhm.
And then they
Mhm.
made music,
Mhm.
and the music that they made is about the issues that they have from being uber rich and the decisions that they have to make, or the
Mhm.
life that they had to lead and whatnot. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't really hear artists
Mhm.
who have that privilege of, you know, being born with a golden, silver, diamond, platinum spoon in their mouth,
Mhm.
and talking about the issues that they overcome. So I was like, yeah, it just made me think for some reason I just went on that tangent because I was like, yeah, I don't think I really heard much music like that. You know, we relate to K-pop nowadays, and there's All Day Project with the one girl
Mhm.
who's like related to every possible person in Samsung, and but it's not like she's
Mhm.
out here talking about her struggles. But
Right.
it's usually the people who have no money, the have-nots, that talk about how difficult money is, how difficult paying bills are, what's gonna be for dinner, you know, not tomorrow but for tonight, like type of deal. So yeah, it was a weird tangent I went on, but yeah, I mean,
And no,
money,
it's
yeah,
an interesting perspective. I think this is a topic you and I have talked about before, but about
mm,
different areas
yeah,
of storytelling. And it is like, of course, like you said, a lot of these stories, a lot of the music, you know, a lot of the time, anything that hits stratospheric is
mm,
um rags to riches, not really riches. Then what do you do? There's
yeah,
some stories, some movies, television shows, books that talk about people who are rich that learn a lesson. I think the
Yeah.
biggest one would be something like A Christmas Carol, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Ghost of
Scrooge McDuck. Yeah.
the ghost of Christmas past,
Right.
present, and future. Yeah.
Um, the only thing I could think of is someone with struggles, honestly, who is super rich. I mean, but Scrooge McDuck did come from nothing. Would be
Hmm.
Scrooge McDuck. We meet him in his story where he's
Yeah.
got all this wealth and then all the adventures and the craziness of, of course it's a fantasy world and, it's, not real, but, dealing with a guy who's now trying to or a duck who's now trying to use his wealth for adventure and life and stuff like that
Hmm.
who comes across people who are either trying to rival him or magical happenstance or things or ways to save the world. And there are stories like that, right? There are
Yeah.
stories with relatable rich people of relatable rich ducks. I love Scrooge. Sorry, I love
Yeah.
Scrooge. I know it's like another weird tangent, but like to go
Yeah.
off what your tangent said, it is like you know to, to for us who know about ABBA, they were
Yeah.
normal kids, right?
Yeah.
As far as in my recollection I am aware of that I can remember right now with the thousand billion quantities of pop culture information I have. Um, it is. I think they were all just like regular kids,
Hmm.
teens, adults, and then who wanted to create music came, had all their different music projects, and then eventually wound up together to create this phenomenon that is ABBA.
Yeah.
But I don't think like knowing that what their age is now, um, it would be fascinating for them to be like, you know what, guys, let's revisit the money issue. Let's talk about
Hmm.
it. They talk about other
Yeah.
stuff in ABBA Voyage, which it is a very mature album that deals with a specific time in your life. Like, want to talk about getting emotional, that album. um but yeah, it would be a fascinating take to have someone who, I don't know, maybe then again their perspectives would still be skewed because they are people who didn't start off with platinum silver spoons in their mouth
Hmm.
and only got that wealth. So
Yeah.
I
Because
mean,
when I look at their net worth, or because obviously net worth can be very skewed. However, their net worth for what it's been recently reported is over $1 billion.
mm-hmm,
So you go from saying like like just imagine going from being in the hoods to being a
hmm,
billionaire, which
the
is a
hoods
lot
of
of, yeah,
Sweden.
the hoods of Sweden, right? To being say billionaires. Well, it definitely
Right.
like 9-digit millionaires.
Hmm.
You know, that amount of wealth will it's I think it would be impossible to say that that amount of wealth won't change anybody, or wealth
Right.
in general won't change anybody. It will, but it just goes along with the facets of like the quality of life is different,
Hmm.
slash the struggles are different. That of course would bring about different change towards a person's
Hmm.
character, but they could still keep the same principles.
Yeah, I'll
So
I'll say
yeah.
like for them, from what I know, and obviously we're not best friends, though I wish we
Hmm.
were. Uh, Imagine if ABBA adopted me, that'd be crazy. But like, they did become ambassadors for UNICEF.
Hmm.
They have created art and given back to the arts, producing wise, charities. I know Frida married into royalty too, so
Hmm.
and they all have children and other projects that they've given back to and stuff like that. But you know I couldn't quantify it. I couldn't tell you
Hmm.
exactly how much, when, where, and what time. But it's interesting because I also feel like there's this thing with artists of yore um who started from nothing, who gained so much, who, and I'm not saying this with every artist from a specific time, are charitable or, give back to their
Hmm.
communities and stuff. But I think it was more prevalent back then than it is now.
Hmm.
I think it's also a lot harder for artists to make that kind of money now unless you're divesting in other things.
Yeah.
Like, of course, it is also the luck of the draw for who gets popular, who gets famous, how your music impacts. But, you know, I love a lot of older acts because I know of the societal pop culture uh communal impact that these artists have had. And it's one of those things that sticks with me because I think of artists currently, and it's going to be fascinating to see if 30 years down the line for them, 40 years, 60 years, 50 years, if they will hold the same social, political, communal currency and impact that a band like ABBA
Hmm.
does, or a band like Sly and the Family Stone has had. Um, and whether or not, if aside from the music that they create, will they be also able to amass the amount of wealth that previous artists have?
Hmm.
Um, and again, that's not to say that every artist is now a quadrillionaire or has a
Yeah.
net worth of 1 billion. I mean, a lot of artists from back in the day started out with a lot of money, and because of bad business deals, people stealing from them, actors, everybody, playwrights,
Yeah.
everybody. Some people have just run into other bad situations and bad people, bumps in the road, and have lost everything. Um, so yeah, I just think, because this topic is money, the topic of the song, it's gonna be interesting to see if, we live long enough to see what kind of impact, the difference in impact these current artists will have. Like, there's some that I could think currently, but like we always bring up Beyonce and Lady Gaga, but any is there anyone after that that will have the same communal, social, political, pop cultural impact that they have? Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I also think it's also very interesting because like this is a song that came out in the 70s, right?
Hmm.
And when you think about it, it's still so relevant to today. We're all still having the same exact problem. And it's a timeless song in my opinion, unless one day we hit like Star Trek status and become like uh Earth in the Federation where currency is no longer a thing and we're all living decent lives in comfortable homes in a comfortable clean atmosphere and have every necessity we need met, you
Yeah.
know um yeah, until then this song will always be relevant. um I also think from a storytelling aspect, aside from how, grand it is and how dramatic it is, like the big booms and, the breaks in the song and the high notes that Frida carries, um, just thinking about like from a storytelling aspect, it's like it's so relatable in that, right? And then for some of us that have that idea in our head that, if only someone rich and famous can spot me in the crowd, right? And
Yeah.
whisk me away. And then all of a sudden, I'm as rich as all get out. And the main character of our story is going, even still, I don't think that that type of person would be attracted to the type of person that I am. So, you
Hmm.
know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go for the luck of it. I'm going to go make my own wealth. And
Hmm.
if I got to go to the casinos and I got to risk it all, I'm gonna get the money one way or another. And I think that's like also such great like character storytelling too, right? It's like I'm telling you what my problem is, I'm telling you what my wish is, but I'm gonna tell you what the solution the
Yeah.
solution of
The
what I'm gonna
solution.
do
Yeah.
about it is. And that's to me, that's also what makes this song so great and impactful. Like it's a story.
Yeah.
It's a storytelling song. It's short, but it's to the point. And Frida's just smoky, sultry tones of it just draws you in like, yeah, girl, I hear you. Like, oh, the video is like, I love that it is a studio video like most of ABBA's videos, but we do get a couple location shots. I love this sort of dreamlike sequence where all four of them are in the car. It's like I'm assuming it's Rich Bentley and they're all dressed to the nines, and how
Hmm.
the camera pulls away, like that kind of technique. I love even her run at the beginning where she's running in the street, and it's that sense of franticness
Hmm.
that the music itself starts to play you in, so that you're like, what's going on, right? So like Benny's piano playing, the production of the song is so magical. The lyrics are great. The way it's Do you call a song edited? Like, is that
Mixed.
mixed? Thank you. Same difference. The way the song is mixed, I think even the close-ups, the simple usage of like diamond rings, of clothes, of grab. I think my favorite scene is her grabbing the money, like just
From
right, and it's all yeah, it's just dollar bills, but like bitch, I dollar bills you didn't have before, right? It's yeah, exactly.
dollar bill,
Um,
y'all.
yeah, to me, it's just one of those songs I understand from like a production standpoint too why it gets sampled so much because it is relevant, it is timeless. I think like just listening to the production of it too, it's very easy to pull apart and add it somewhere else because it's dramatic, because it's grand in certain places. And yeah, I just love the scenes of like Frida in the hat and half obscured by shadow while she's telling you the
Mhm.
story. So you're drawn into it, and it's just a
Yeah.
100 billion out of 10. 100 billion out of 10. Sorry, I truly do love this song. Is fucking it slaps. This song's great. Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah. Money makes the world go around.
Mhm.
Can't wait to see where we're at in the near future, so we could come back to the song and be like, yeah, you remember when we reacted to ABBA and we were,
I'm like, it
and
is a rich
we were
man's
poor,
world.
and now we're living in the rich man's world. That's what
Mhm.
I want to come back to. Like whether we win the
Uh,
lottery or we hit the jackpot, or by the graces of whatever higher powers there out there and what we
yeah.
manifest in, we come across an abundance of money, so we could come back to this
Mhm.
music video and be like, yeah,
Yeah.
when we made this video, yeah, we were poor.
Mhm.
Now we were rich, and then we were wealthy, and then we, continue to talk from there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
But if you guys want to help us
Get out the
get a
hood.
little bit of money, get out the hood. Get
Operation
out the hoods of
Golf.
Sweden. No, we're not in Sweden, guys.
Yeah.
If you want to help us earn a little bit of that money, please subscribe to our channel. And please
Yeah.
also join our Patreon. Join one of our pay tiers. If
Yeah.
you like our thoughts on ABBA, if there are other videos that we will get around to, because I promise we will get around to all of them
Yep.
eventually.
Yep.
But if you cannot wait, please join our request tier. Help us get a little bit of that money so that, we
Yep. Yep.
can we can see
Yeah.
what the rich man's world is like.
Yeah, we shilling today like real YouTubers
Yep,
because we
yep.
rarely advertise this Patreon.
No, yeah,
So
we really don't. But
yeah,
I think this song is the perfect opportunity to be like, um,
yeah,
yeah, we need it.
yeah. Oh man. So with that said, folks, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and the vibes, and we'll catch you guys next times. You already know. Doses.